About a year and a half ago, I bought this completely totaled, wrecked C6 Z06 Corvette. Brought it back to Colorado, where we did a bunch of body work and fiberglass work on it to get it back in shape. Installed a bunch of used body panels, Texas Speed heads and cam. Ended up wrapping the car because we didn't have time to paint it. And headed out on a 2,000-mile journey across the United States with the Lone Star Drift Week crew. Started off in New Orleans at NOLA Motorsports Park. Street drove the car the entire time. Ended up at the Freedom Factory and a couple other tracks along the way. And I decided to leave the Corvette in Florida. It's been over a year since I've driven the car. Now it's time to get it back. Hey, welcome to the channel.
Welcome to my channel.
Good morning. So we made it to Florida. Stopped off at LZ's to take a nap on his couch, and now we're headed to the compound. All right, guys. So we have made it to the LZ compound. I think the Uber driver this morning was pretty concerned when we first pulled in here, and there's like a big, like, ominous gate and all these security cameras and a code and all these like signs and stuff. But now we're in Adam's little shop. This is essentially where they work on all the cars and like store the cars over here. So you see he's got a cool array of cars right here. He's got a Z. I think this is the Z that Sam is going to be. And again, basically what we're going to be doing here in Florida is essentially driving in a top 16 competition against a bunch of other like YouTubers and Adam's friends. And the prize for that is actually this C6 Corvette over here on the lift. So this is an 07 LS2 car. I think he paid like 17 grand or 16 or 17 grand for it. And that's the first place prize for winning this drift competition. So my C6 Z06 Corvette is actually here at the compound. It's in one of the other buildings. We actually have to go on like a tour. We have got to hop on the golf cart and go try and find it, and then push it over here because the slave cylinder is leaking, so we need to get a replacement slave cylinder. But essentially what we have to do is, with these Corvettes, is we have to drop out this whole rear subframe to get to the clutch, which isn't funny. Right, Johan?
Yep. You just drop the whole car down, and that's how Corvettes work.
Should I pull the engine? I don't want to pull the engine.
No, you don't.
Or just
so I don't think you do.
The transmission in the Corvette is right here. And there's this thing called a torque tube, which is essentially two bell housings with like a drive shaft in between it. So the slave cylinder is up there. And that's why Corvettes are kind of silly. They're cool when they work, but then when they break and do something silly like that, then
You just gotta bulletproof them and then just drive the shit out of them.
So mine was 18,000 miles. I was like, I don't need to replace the slave cylinder. Like, we put a new clutch in it. We did all that stuff. Well, because we pulled the engine out. We did heads, cam, rear main seal, timing, chain kit, you know, because of the cam and all that other stuff. So put it all back in together. I was like, I don't need to replace the slave cylinder. It's a freaking brand new car.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're known to like out of the box be bad too.
Yeah.
So it's just a style or manufacturing issue.
What lift should I use?
I don't know why this car is in the air. It was sitting on the lift yesterday. It was just parked there.
Yeah. This is a nice unit. Look at all this yellow thing. All these yellow things. I think he saved like 50 pounds by putting yellow things underneath his car. This thing has a G25 660 on it, right?
Yeah.
I just put a G30 770 on my wagon.
Oh, really? Nice.
So, well, it's 2.3 stroker and all that stuff. So
How you like that?
it's on wastegate right now, which is like 18 pounds. Feels really sweet. But yeah, we're gonna turn it up to like 36 or more.
How does it compare to that actual Evo? Because I know like the wagon, you did the whole conversion and all that.
So it's an Evo.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, just with the back of it. I wish we would have started off and did something a little bit. I wish we would have started with an Evo base, because we had to do pretty much everything. Like right here, basically from right here back, it's all Evo, like everything. And there was even like these like little chicken strip thing right here that was like 1.5 inches longer, and it basically like went up, so that we had to transfer that from the Evo over to here. But yeah, we had to take absolutely everything out of the Evo to make it work. So it would have been better to essentially start with an Evo and then just put the
cap thing.
Basically just the roof in the back cowl section just to the back trunk, and everything would have been fine.
No.
And then the OEM quarter panels and all that other stuff, like the Evo wagon quarter panels, would have been good. But
Pictures when I did the jump, like
My rear knuckle.
no love at all. I'm like,
What did you hit the jump in?
this. I'm drawing this thing.
Yeah, I got the video of that.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I was flying for sure. What's the second one?
There's Tony.
So the jump has already claimed a couple cars, I guess. Marco, how's your car? How's your control arm?
Like, you had no grip
How's-
when you landed.
No.
How's the Z doing?
He fucked me because I thought, oh yeah, it's really gripped up.
Oh yeah, look at that. And this, and that.
I bet you these are like
This right there.
Yo, I bet you these. On my DE, I ran these at 12 pounds.
Yeah.
So if I drove these at 12 pounds, my DE, these cars should have had no problem. They're probably like 25 pounds right now.
All right, Corvette.
Let's go find the
Should we go,
Corvette.
let's go. Marco, are you gonna give us a tour and help me find the Corvette?
Hey, been here.
Oh, see.
You know when you like roll out of bed and there's like 100 people at your job?
Yep. Do you live here?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
At the house over there.
Which one? Which one? What house do you live at? Yeah. So you live there with Mike?
Yeah, Mike and Sean and Zach.
So is it? I bet it's like kind of cool, but it kind of sucks because like you wake up and you're at work, and then you go to bed and you're like at work.
Yeah, that's a no.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, not yet.
Oh, then that. Yeah. Then you're
No
good.
pressure.
Then. So here at the. So essentially, I was here when Adam came to look at it right after Drift Week, and so I've already pretty much seen all this stuff, but it's really cool to see it all like cleaned up, dusted off, and then actually have Adam's cars in it. You can see he's got the GT3, he's got a Sylvia, he's got a Chase. Adam has some ridiculous cars. Yeah. Like it's kind of crazy when you actually start to sit down and think about like how many cars he actually has, and then realize that they're all pretty much really cool. Here's the Barra. Well, hey, what do you think's cooler, the 2JZ Mustang or the Barra Mustang?
This one, you know, it's like OEM plus kind of in a way.
Yeah. No, I agree. This one is cooler. Mine, I wish mine had more torque. Mine needs more torque. Charles, what do you think?
How you doing, little big game?
Little big cam. Do you think it'll start?
Maybe.
Start and rip?
I miss this
Oh,
car,
the
man.
key's still in here? The battery's connected?
Yeah, there's seed. I might need a jump box. I might have to run and go get one.
Well, I don't. It's probably not gonna move, unless we get it. We could like bump start it, and I could drive it over there. Obviously, this is my wrecked C6 Z06, so I forgot about like the fitment. You know, there's a little, like these are the carbon fiber front fenders, but I forgot like how bad they fit, and then the front, like, you know, there's a little bit of gaps on account of a couple things, but overall, great drift car, track car. This thing should be going home with us at the end of this trip. I need a couple of these lifts, I think. Maybe we could strap a couple of them on top of the Corvette and take them home. Hey, look, what is this?
I don't know. It just kind of shut up one day. That happens a lot here. Hey, what's this?
It sounds quieter. Maybe that's because my ear still doesn't work, but the clutch feels terrible. It doesn't really, it just feels like, that'll happen. Exhaust is off. The little thing is also off. We just have a million other things to take off in order to get this out. I need to get these exhaust things off right here. But in order to get those out, you have to drop the subframe.
Really?
Very, very nice design. Hey, how you doing?
Sir?
Oh, we also met Samet. Samet, come over here. Hey.
Yo, what's up?
Samet,
You doing?
welcome to the channel.
Hey, how's it going?
If you guys didn't know, this guy, what, are you Australian?
Australian, live in Japan.
And he lives in Japan.
Yeah, I don't know if I identify as an Australian anymore though, so pretty much lost that.
Yeah, no, I mean, he does a bunch of videos and stuff in Japan, like drifting and doing car culture stuff and building his cars in Japan, which is really cool.
Yeah,
So,
I can't wait till the borders open and you can come visit.
I know. Well, I went in 2015.
Oh wow, really?
I went there the first time Aaron from Lone Star Drift went to Ebisu.
Okay, so that was right around the time like I got there and like I just got married and stuff like then. That was before I got back into cars.
Are you still married?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, going strong.
That's good. I went there in 2015. I bought a JZX90 from Power Vehicles for like, it was like a 10K. Drove it for like 3 or 4 days and then sold it back to them.
You make money on that or?
I lost like $300. Well, because I sold it back to them.
That's crazy though that you didn't
But it-
lose more though.
We worked a deal.
Oh no,
We
nice.
worked a deal. I negotiated with Andy, so.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, it
Awesome.
was cool. I wish it'd be cool to have a Corvette over there, but it would suck to work on it over there too.
Yeah, no, parts for these things are so expensive. It's like working on like something crazy like a Porsche or something, you know.
Yeah.
But that's sick,
But it'd
man.
be really cool.
Yeah, come back out. I mean, back then, dude, 32 GDRs are $3 a pop for low miles. Like, it's crazy what the market's done. Like, now you're better off buying like a G or a Z over there for a missile at EBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, chases and stuff are just so
Well,
expensive.
yeah, when Aaron bought his Chaser, I think he's paid like $4,500 for it.
Yep.
JZX 100, it was like
Yep.
super clean, and I even thought that was expensive then. You know, and then now they're like 10.
Dude, you can't even get a JZ for that price anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So sad.
Times have changed. Well, now it's cheaper to JZ. Well, no, it's cheaper to LS swap stuff now, or K Series. K Series is the new
K-Series
thing.
is the new SR platform for sure.
That's what Adam needs to do to one of those units over there.
That's blasphemy. He's got the money, so he can keep SR for a while. I think every time I've like checked out your channel, there's been a video about the Civic K motor blowing up. So
That was like 2 years ago. It's been the same one for like a year now. Actually, 2 years.
2 years.
I think. Well, once I finally built one and then got a built head on it, because the issue is like I spit 2 rods out, but they were stock rods, and it was all-wheel drive. And I was doing like rolling anti-lag and stuff.
so just
So
destroying
spit
it.
rods out of the front of the motor, same exact thing. Like they look the exact same. They look like twins. Like
Really?
2 different motors. One was a K24, one was a K20.
Same cylinder?
Same cylinder, same everything.
Yikes.
And then I put a set of like $300 rods in it, like reused the head gasket, the head bolts, the bearings, everything. Literally just took it apart and put rods in it and put it back together. Didn't change anything else, and beat the crap out of it. And it ended up dropping a valve. And since the stock pistons are cast, it it destroyed that.
Yeah.
But other than that, like if it wasn't for destroying the head, it would have been fine.
And what power level is that running at?
It was like 28 pounds of boost, so probably like 6 something.
Nice. That's
So-
pretty good.
Oh yeah, for you know.
I'm
just-
definitely interested in the platform. I can't justify putting that in an S15.
Well, everything around them gets expensive.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah. Like you got the swap kits and stuff aren't cheap.
Then you got to do ECU, and then you got to do. But I mean, that's pretty much everything now.
All right, man. I gotta get back to my car.
Hey, me 3.
Me three.
Sir?
Hey Trevor, you want to paint the side skirts on that Z layer?
Those? We got time. You got paint? Well, you guys got a mixing bank in there, huh?
Yeah.
That would be cool. I wouldn't mind painting. Try out the booth. Yeah. Hey, you know what I really wish right now? I wish my buddy Sean was here so that he could be doing this right now alongside me, or just over here. So I think we got a game plan now. Now we got the exhaust out of here. That was kind of a pain in the butt. All these couplers kind of didn't want to move right away, but should be good to go. So now I basically have to disconnect the shifter. So I have to pull some of the center console stuff out. I think maybe some stuff with e-brake cables. Essentially what I'm going to do is pull out the rear subframe, leave the transmission up in the car, get the subframe out, and then use the transmission jack just to slide it straight back, and then hopefully just replace the slave cylinder from there. And we're pulling out this console, and it's very happy to be coming out. I think it really does want to come out. You wouldn't be able to tell by the way it's acting, but it does want to come out. I typically don't sweat.
Are you really?
Yep. Off. Now, I'm just gonna pull off this little rubber boot. Are you gonna be able to catch the sweat on my brow? Look at this. Do you see that? That doesn't happen. It normally doesn't happen.
Never.
Sometimes it happens to Sean, but not me, as of late.
Still got the cats in it? Where are you from? California?
I couldn't get long tubes in time.
You didn't call our boys over at Texas Speed. Shout out Seth.
I don't think they had the long tubes in stock. But I
You
did.
wouldn't know unless you called.
I did call the boys at Texas Speed. This thing's got a Texas Speed heads of cam package on it.
Shout out Texas Speed. It doesn't have the long tubes. Let's cut these out. Let's go open. I saw you at 8:30 this morning. This car was stock. I come here. You drop the exhaust. That's it.
Pretty much.
4 hours.
I got a couple bolts.
Yeah, a couple 10 mils.
Couple 10 mils off it.
Jump.
I watched a YouTube video on how to pull a torque tube.
Oh, okay.
We're doing great.
Who's YouTube? Shout out. What are you gonna shout out? You use them.
Craze Performance Repair. Removing torque tube in C6 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Shout out. Craze Performance Repair.
Just gotta loosen a bunch of bolts and it's out. Is this fluid from that failure?
Colette broke my car.
It was her?
Yeah.
She's painting her car. Glitter fucking paint or something. She really is.
No, I seen it. It's
Pretty wild.
It's there.
They get the Boomer crew here to paint it too.
Yeah.
You know?
They hate us.
Do they?
hate us so much.
Do they already?
I don't know.
No,
I
they're
mean, could
super
you
nice,
imagine
They have to
this
hate us.
situation? You roll up to like paint a car Smurf blue or something, and
Yeah.
it's cool. Not as cool as
This is Z06.
Oh, this
right
thing
here.
was originally blue. Throw this in the woods.
No, check out this. Take a look
Originally
at
red. What color was the fucking thing?
that. Red.
Red, white, and blue.
That's right.
No,
America.
White.
Red.
Actually, it has white headlights.
So why do you have a blue skirt?
Well, on account of there's a big old chunk of the frame right here caved in.
Another Trevi's Customs
Trevi's.
job. Hell yeah.
Travis Customs.
I ain't gonna
Right
find
there.
the boys.
All right, go. Hey, what's for lunch? Papa
I
Tom.
don't know. There's nothing around here, so don't get excited for lunch.
Johan's grabbing us some.
Gas station meat stick.
I knew he'd have something good to say about that. Papa Tom, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome, Papa Tom, to the channel.
These things look like sick cars until I just saw this.
Well, it's gonna be.
Like, they're still cool cars. They
It's
just
a
meant
great
pay
car.
people to do it all.
Well,
This
that's
is- Are the knuckles really identical from the front
Yeah.
and rear? That's kind of cool, but
yeah.
also kind
It's,
of.
tie rod ends too.
So that's how you adjust toe and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Got the rear subframe out. We got the shifter linkage disconnected. We got the e-brakes disconnected. We got the axles disconnected. We got the brake calipers hanging up there. Now we have this thing just supported by this guy. And so essentially, I think there's 5 bolts right here. Maybe 6 bolts. Hope there's not 6 bolts. Probably gonna be 6 bolts. You need to pull this off, and then essentially we should be able to just go slide it back. Pretty easy, I hope. I hope. Before lunchtime.
6 hours later, it's out.
No. It's like been maybe 2. Where have you been? Out in the woods?
Working. Nah, I've just been fucking around. I had to buy a helmet.
Why?
It's not out though.
Well, look at that.
It's not out though.
It's almost, I need 2 ratchet straps. You got 2 ratchet straps?
Not for a Corvette.
I'm not talking about
Not
redneck and
not for a Corvette. Not on me.
I just need 2. 2 and I'd be good because I just want to hold this thing, keep her from falling down, and then I want to strap this unit to the right
This
there.
looks like a shitty job.
It's not that bad. I just didn't, I'd never done it before, so I didn't know what to do. Now I can do one in an hour probably.
Keep going. Keep learning.
Maybe what we could do is we could zinc plate them bolts.
You're gonna need to dry ice blast some shit. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, you should have brought it with you.
No. I flew.
We should head over to
here.
Matt's.
Yeah, we should. You and him, you're talking about?
Obsessed garage, and we'll
Have-
go over there and
He'd
we'll.
look at this thing like, get this the fuck out of here. You don't bleep swears, right?
We bleeped a couple of them. Well, that seems to be the culprit right there. It's all wet right there in the front. Yep. I wish I would have replaced that, but at the same time, you know, you don't think that a car with 18,000 miles is gonna need that. Yeah, it really does.
So I have a bunch of stuff that I am no longer using on my Corvette. So I figured I'd have a little sale here. See what you guys want to buy since everything's
I could
dropped.
just put this in mine, and I don't have to wait for the parts tomorrow.
Oh, is that what you're waiting on?
The slave, yeah. Could I open this?
Yeah, I think. I guess I shouldn't care if I return it. So,
Do you think you need that?
I mean, I would, because stock stuff fails, and you don't want to do this again. It's not fun. So I ordered a couple things. I think this line goes to here, but the launder line goes right here. So this is the launder line, so you can route it further away from the headers. So you'll have less heat problems, prone to melting and all that. So I would try and use that. I still need a clutch delay valve, but if you want to use this and then I buy another one or you buy me another one and have it shipped here, you're more than welcome. But I would just, to bulletproof everything, minimize shock, definitely put this on. When I was ordering all this stuff, I literally was talking to Tit Performance and was like, give me everything I need to bulletproof this after having clutches fail on me twice now. Once with my car at comp, at Clutch Hitters, and then with your car, I was like, I can't do this. And it's very like common Corvette problems, which I never knew until, you know, my line, I'm sitting on the starting line, my thing's caught on fire. So I would just do it now. I'll have to look up the pricing for everything. I don't remember what I paid.
That wouldn't be too bad. Just so happens that Colette, she ordered all this stuff for her C6 because she didn't want to have any issues, because she had some issues with her Corvette as well as my Corvette when she tried driving it, because she was having issues with her Corvette. And so Tilton slave cylinder right here, it's all adjustable, so you could adjust it and do whatever you need to, get all the heights and everything correct. Here is the bleeding assembly. So basically you could have this kind of hang outside of the transmission. But I think really all I would need to do is put this thing in there, and then this master cylinder, I guess is kind of expensive, but it replaces the OEM style master cylinder, which I guess is prone to failure. Here's a long line kit, which you could run this away from the headers so they don't get hot. Here is a longer speed bleeder kit, which I don't think I need. She basically just called them and said, hey, I need to fix everything that could be wrong with my car. And they told her to buy all this stuff, and she did. And here it is. She doesn't need it because she is actually going with like a dog box setup, like that is like the transmission, instead of it being mounted back here, the transmission will actually be mounted up front like normal, so it'll be a lot more serviceable. So that way, like if anybody, you know, if they have any issues at the track, they can pull it down and they don't have to do this at the track if they do have any issues. So she's figuring out pricing on that right now, basically what she paid for this stuff. And so I think what I'm gonna do is probably just, at minimum, I'll just do this, because I was already gonna have to pay $200 for like a auto parts store one. I would much rather have an adjustable Tilton in here, especially because we have that center force dual the dual clutch in there, twin disc. So we got the center force twin disc in there. Might as well complement that nicely with a Tilton slave cylinder. Alright guys, so we basically had to measure the distance between this little Tilton slave and the stock, or not the stock clutch, the Clutchmaster's clutch. So we used the little micrometer and we measured it. Now it's good to go.
It's good to go.
It's good to go. What do you think about that, Jim?
I'm feeling real torqued up down here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
God, that looks so annoying. I mean, it works. Just
It works. It actually works great.
It actually works great.
It actually works
until you have to do this. There's a couple more steps.
Right, Jim, hold this. Shove it in the hole.
Oh,
for me,
now I'm working. Now I'm working. What am I doing?
Working. You're shoving it in the hole for me.
How does it go in the hole? There's a whole exhaust in the way.
There is a whole exhaust in the way, but
How did you get this?
This shaft has to go up in between the middle and then go up.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, it does. It does, Jim. Jim, we're doing it, and we got to pull the strap off it.
Oh man.
So now you.
Oh man, it's all on me.
You are the transmission jack now.
No.
We got to go up.
Yep.
And then back.
Back quite a bit.
Back actually quite a bit. So hold it again.
Yeah.
You like how I
There you go. That harness is really screwing us here, pal.
Where is the harness?
That harness.
The harness is getting us.
You know what? Just cut it.
No. I think we can
Just
go back
cut
a
it.
little bit further. You ready?
Nope, harness. Got it.
Don't say that, Jim. Really? Let's see. You can disconnect it here. Are you doing all right up there?
I was built for this. Jackman Jim is what they call me. Sam it! Quit making noise.
We're trying to film a clip over here.
Australians. But watch the harness just go under tension when you push back. Boom.
That's not good. So how do we fix that?
If you disconnect it there, will you get more room out of it or no?
Jack up the back.
Yeah, maybe. There you go. Yeah, jack her up. There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, we're there. Kind of.
Just a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Dude, the muscles.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, you're getting.
Oh man,
I can hold it if you need to go.
what just got me in the face?
It's a tranny fluid.
Oh, not good. Would not recommend.
So now we have a line.
Thank you, buddy.
Other eye. There you go.
Are you better?
Do we not have another trainer jack?
With you.
This thing's getting heavy.
Tranny Jack Jim.
All right,
All
ready?
right, go up.
Oh, hold up. Oh, it's getting way harder to hold.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's because it... Can we go down with it again?
Me or you?
Is that better?
There you go. Right there. That helped a lot.
And then push it forward. You doing good?
Yeah.
Jimmy, I really appreciate it. My appreciatory door is wide open for you right now. Ready?
Might have to lower it a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Push it in. All right, hold up.
Is it in the hole?
Now we gotta go back. There we go. Push it in. All right, hold up. All right.
There's no lines in the way?
Oh, there is. That's why I said hold on.
Oh, so we're doing great.
Yeah, the exhaust cradling it right now. Where do the lines go? You have to bring them through here.
Well, one has to go up the top. The strap needs to get out of the way.
I'm gonna wash my face.
No, you're good. You look great. So we had a little bit of a pickle for a little bit. We ended up getting it figured out. It just took us a while. I didn't like the way the transmission was like going together. Normally, like you want a transmission to go together and go like make that sound. And if it doesn't make that sound, you always kind of like little half turn, and then it just got kind of tight when it shouldn't have been tight. So then I just said abort mission, pulled it back out, double checked everything. And then we put it back together and you know what it did? So I think we made the right move by doing that. So now we have that thing holding the transmission up in the back. Now we basically need to put the subframe back in it. So we need big strong man. Jimmy, big strong man, come here.
Damn, he just straight up ignored you.
Huh?
He just straight up ignored you.
He ignored. All right, Jim, big strong man.
Oh man, I'm not feeling
We
strong.
gotta put the subframe like right here. Right there. You ready? Where do we hold it? Lower. He's a little bit taller than me. All right, up. Ready? I guess that works.
Yeah.
Hey, we like your lens that you use.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Mike told me to buy it. I just bought it.
Well, look at mine.
Is
So I
it
got the same one, but it's the...
non-G Master? Dude, it's like 4 times the price.
Yeah, $2,000.
Wow. Yeah. I bought it like open package. It was like $1,700.
This one's a f4. Yours is a f2.8.
Got that bokeh, the blur in the background.
So I have a 2470 G Master, which is fucking baller. That's pretty sharp. That's the same one that Mike has.
That's for hot shots for sure.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of stuff going on in here. It looks so GM. I just don't like know how to describe it any other way. It just looks so GM.
Well, it's getting ready to get stuffed.
I'm gonna move before he needs me.
Subframe, it's officially in. Coilovers, control arms, axles, calipers. Well, the other caliper needs going on. And then basically we're just gonna bleed the clutch, make sure everything's good in that department, and then if all is good, we'll put the exhaust and everything back on. And I don't know if we're gonna drive it tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
It's Tecton. What is that?
At an affordable price.
They giving to you for free?
Yep.
Are they actually good?
Yeah.
Have you ever actually looked on the side of the car and checked something out that was on the side?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you're fucking lying. Have you?
I promise.
What?
LZMFG. Who's that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's like, I said, who's that motherfucker?
I'm tired. And everybody wants to go eat. We probably got like a solid hour of buttoning stuff up on this thing to get it completely done. But I'm really tired. We didn't really sleep last night at all, and I think I'd like to just go eat, relax, and then probably just go to bed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and finish up this video tomorrow, getting it running, driving. We might film some stuff tonight, we might not, and we'll go from there. See you later.